Today I want to talk about bad youth travel uniforms and accessories. Let's check it out. Hey guys, Chris Sloan here with Bad Baseball and SelectBaseballTeams.com. If you're not familiar with SelectBaseballTeams.com, it's our website that we help connect parents, coaches, and players in a meaningful way. And obviously, if you guys haven't already, we'd love for you to take a minute and subscribe to our YouTube channel here and like the video, leave us some comments, and let us know what you think. So today, I want to talk a little bit about bad baseball uniforms for youth players and accessories in particular. I know we've had a conversation in the past. Cameron and I did a segment on bad baseball uniforms, and we really looked at a lot of MLB uniforms and minor league uniforms and things like that. But I want to focus specifically on youth uniforms for a couple of reasons. And the main things that I think about and the issues that I see is youth players, for them, it's all about the uniform, right? There's not a whole lot of other things that they get. They don't have a locker room, like a college team would have to kind of entice players. They don't have, certain brands that they get to wear. They may just get a mishmash of whatever they get, depending on who you play with. You may play with the team's brand that they have set up. So, allowing the kids some freedom and the ability to choose that is, to me, I don't have a problem with it. I've actually had guys that get really upset when they see kids wearing the flat bill hat. Like, what? Why does that matter to you? Why are you so upset? They're a baseball purist philosophy that that they need to curve the bill for it to be proper. Why? What says so? Because Mickey Mantle did it, or Babe Ruth did it 100 years ago. I mean, that styles change, right? We're not wearing the same uniforms that they wear. I hope not, anyway. I mean, those uniforms they wore 100 years ago were probably hotter than anything imaginable, right? So just the materials, I think they were made out of wool. So, they're made out of better materials now. Nobody has a problem with that. You get long pants versus knickers, right? If you're okay with long pants and, instead of forcing your players to wear knickers that they wore in the 1920s or whatever, then why does the hat matter? I see guys get upset over players wearing jewelry, which I can understand. Youth players, that's something. But these kids see those guys wearing the necklaces or whatever, so they want to wear the, remember when whatever those were, those titanium necklaces, and the kids all had to have one of those on because for whatever reason, it made you a better baseball player, right? So, I never have had a problem with unique styles and uniforms. I think the things that have thrown me, let me paraphrase that. Except in the instance when I see teams come with sublimated jerseys that are so over the top, they look like they're going to a motocross event. Like the styling is the same as, Jeremy McGrath would wear when he's racing, right? Like those to me are just a little bit more than probably you need on the baseball field. But again, you know what? To each his own. At this point, if your team wants to have them, I may not like them, but that's your team's choice. That's the coach's choice, right? Like, so as with anything, what I consider bad or what you consider bad are going to be two different things. Especially in that arena, right? My style is not your style, and those kids, obviously, their style, they're probably more connected to what they feel like is stylish than we are. So allowing them to have a freedom to wear some maybe unusual colors or whatever every now and then, go for it, right? I mean, there's no law that says because there's some youth team, they got to follow the same rules as, the New York Yankees and everybody be clean cut and short hair, right? There's a whole other topic of conversation is the haircuts. I see guys that force their players to cut their hair. Why? It's not distracting from the game. If the kid can still play, he can still play. So that's my opinion on it. I'd love to hear what you guys think. What's right, what's wrong? Does it really matter? Is there a bad uniform out there because of the color combos? I don't know. I mean, I think that's for the coaches and the parents to decide. For me, if the kids come out and play baseball, I don't care what they're wearing. That's the same way it should be, I think, everywhere else. You get We could talk about equipment and all these other components of what's good and what's bad, but at the end of the day, if you're getting the opportunity to get out and play, and that's in a t-shirt and some sweatpants, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope that that you get something out of it. That you're able to maximize your effort and become a better player in whatever way that is. And who cares what you're wearing? That has nothing really to do, in my opinion, with how good or bad of a baseball player you're going to be. Maybe you just don't have, money to go spend needlessly on those sort of things. So anyway, leave us comments. Let us know what you're thinking. Again, if you guys haven't been, if you're not a subscriber, we'd love for you to subscribe to Bad Baseball. I'd also love for you to check out our website, selectbaseballteams.com, again, where we help players and coaches get connected. So thanks again, guys. Have a good week.